Hi, everyone. I'm your host, Charlene Shirk, and welcome to Digital Champions, where we speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the digital space. And joining us from Greensburg, Pennsylvania is Stephen Kommer with Ascension Digital. Stephen, thanks you so much for joining us today on Digital Champions.
Well, thank you so much for having me, Charlene. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, we're glad to have you. So tell us what you do over there at Ascension Digital.
So Ascension Digital is the parent company of the three marketing agencies that I own. We have Ascension Digital, where the bulk of our clientele currently sits right now. And then we have CMO to go, which is very high level. Effectively, we're coming in as like a third party CMO to larger corporations, Fortune 500 companies, things of that nature that, maybe they just need a total marketing overhaul and they're not looking to replace just a couple people. They're really looking to revamp things. So we come in and handle everything in-house. And then we have Dirt Cheap Ads, which is our newest venture, about 5-6 months old at this point, where we're helping businesses that know they need to get online. They just haven't done it before, or perhaps they've had a bad experience doing it on their own or with someone who isn't quite as experienced. So we're using the same great strategies as Ascension and CMO to go, but for people that just happen to have a smaller budget.
So CMO to go is Chief Marketing Officer to go, and then you have Dirt Cheap Ads. So you're really hitting budgets across the board. So tell me, what is the pain point that folks are coming to you with? Is that, now you kind of mentioned maybe they need just kind of a refresh and an outside thinker. Maybe they got a small budget, they're scrappy pulled together, and they got to get up and running. But where are you seeing maybe universally the same problem over and over again? Maybe it's just in bigger and smaller businesses and bigger and smaller budgets.
I think that omnipresence is the most important thing to focus on. And I know obviously with a smaller budget, being everywhere is kind of difficult, because then you spread yourself a little too thin in order to really leave an impact on any given platform. And that's the core premise that all three businesses run strategy-wise. Our goal is to have every business that works with us be omnipresent everywhere online. So we take a very digital approach to omnipresence. And for those that don't know what omnipresence means, it's just merely being recognizable anywhere. So that being said, one of the core focuses for us is, okay, if we're going to pull in new customers and re-engage existing customers, we need to be everywhere they spend the bulk of their time. And over the last 10 years that I've been doing digital marketing, I've been able to really hone in on 5 core places that your ideal customers are online. 80% of the time, they're going to be on some sort of social media platform to relax or kill time. And then you also have 4 other places, about 5% each, that's going to be looking through their emails, surfing the web, on the phone, or sending and receiving text messages. So knowing that the bulk of people right now at this point in time are doing some sort of digital activity on likely one of those 5 places, you have to be everywhere that they're spending their time. Right now, the average screen time for most people in the United States is around 8 hours a day. So if you assume they're sleeping 8 hours, that means half of their awake time is in front of some sort of screen. And if you really want to grow a recognizable brand, you have to be everywhere that they're spending their time.
That makes a lot of sense, Stephen. So talk to me about when you're looking at all these different platforms, right? And you really seem to be like, okay, we need to know where they are, when they're there, so we can make sure we're in front of them. A lot of changes coming up in the next couple of years in the digital marketing space. What are you watching, and how are you preparing your clients to adjust to these changes?
So the most important thing that I think you can do when building a brand that has a heavy or a desire to have a heavy digital presence is to make sure that you can be as direct to consumer as humanly possible. Obviously, with iOS 14 and iOS 14.5 and everything in between, tracking users' online behavior has become a little bit more difficult. And, at the end of the day, there are ways around that. But to most consumers, I think the most impactful thing you can do as a business owner is personalize your approach to them. A lot of these great email tools allow you to input first names based off your email list. Same thing with text message marketing tools. Facebook and Instagram ads not quite there yet, and Google the same story. But I look at Google, Facebook, kind of like front of house. If you think of like a restaurant, right? You go to a location because you want what they offer, right? Or at least are interested in what they offer. The host and the wait staff get you there and give you a drink or something to keep you there. Then really what you're looking to get out of it is coming out of the kitchen, right? It's coming through the back of house. So once you're already there, you're just waiting till you get what you want. We are trying to shorten that wait time with forward-facing ads like Facebook, Instagram, Google, Snapchat, TikTok ads, what have you. And then email marketing, text message marketing is where you really hone in on that customer relationship. You're able to be more personable, knowing exactly what they want. And likewise, you're able to increase average order values and lifetime value of the customer because you know what they are satisfied with, and they're going to keep coming back for it time and time again.
Although, Stephen, can you tell Spanx to stop sending me texts every week about how I need to buy their products? I mean, I get they want my loyalty, but they're kind of starting like, why do you think I need Spanx all the time? Sometimes you can overkill with a message.
100%. And that's the thing, right? You don't want to be a nuisance to your customers because then you end up in the position that, you're feeling jokingly or otherwise. A lot of consumers feel that way. You have to give them a little bit of a breather once they're done consuming for a while because everything has a bit of a lifetime.
Exactly. Stephen, such great information, great tips. It looks like that folks can just start implementing as soon as possible to see some growth in their business. Thank you so much for joining us today and taking the time to be on Digital Champions.
Thank you so much, Charlene. I appreciate it.
Oh, our pleasure. And if you'd like to learn more about what Stephen's doing over there at Ascension Digital, you can check us out at dailyadbrief.com or go to his website. It's got some great information on there as well. And I'm going to do it for today. I'm Charlene Shirk, your host. Thanks for joining us for Digital Champions, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.